Welcome everybody back to the Built Different Show. And I am smoking on the 76ers pack because as we are recording, the Knicks just beat the 76ers to go up 3-1 in the series. And bing bong, man. Bing fucking bong. All right. Back to the regular scheduled program. This is a Built Different Show, episode number 3. How you guys doing? I'm here with Matt. I'm here with Kem. Of course, I'm Tom. What's up? What's up with you?
Chilling. Man.
Sorry that you guys are Lakers fans.
Oh, man.
See, why he have to do it like that?
I mean, hey, we just witnessed 2 things that were great. We seen LeBron, get average 30 facing elimination again, and we just saw Jalen Brunson break that old record.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, hey,
It's
we
been
still
a
in.
cool playoff so far.
We still
And hey,
it's a
the
one-game
Lakers,
series for us.
yeah, it's a one-game series. Every game, got to get through it. And hey, we've been up more than 10 in every one of those games. So we just got to keep that shit, bro. We just got to hold it down.
That's all it is.
They just getting AD tired. He's slowing the fuck down. Then LeBron's ISOing a lot. And it's just, keep AD moving. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Stop ISOing. Stop trusting other players to get the ball rolling. Have LeBron set everybody up, and it'll be good. It'll be all right.
I'll just say, man, the playoffs are going off. The draft it was actually a pretty cool draft. I like all this Caleb Williams hype. We're going to talk about all of that. In baseball, I know not a lot of people talk about the Nationals, but the Nationals are looking really freaking good, too. But if you guys could change just 2 things in sports history, what would it be?
Mine are super biased.
Can I get a sip of the Red Bull?
Super fucking... They aren't things that'll change anything within a league. Mine are just super biased for my teams.
Super biased.
So
and I think we might all have one in common.
All right,
I have a good prediction.
So let me go. Oh, you go.
Okay, so one of mine is just one thing I wish that was changed in the history of the NBA.
Okay.
Is that the CP3 trade never got vetoed.
Okay.
CP3 trade never got vetoed.
Okay.
He came to the Lakers. Him and Kobe got it done. That's just my one. Every Lakers fan wishes it. And so my other one is for football. If Super Bowl 42, the Patriots would have beat the Giants only for the fact that it would have been the first perfect season. Just so we could have had one of those.
Yeah.
And that's just it. And also, I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm biased as fuck.
Okay.
So fuck them.
But I mean, I kind of wish that happened too.
Yeah, because they got theirs in 2012.
Mm-hmm. The Giants' rings were so goofy. And I hate that Giants fans have that leverage over me.
And it's just because both of those teams had the best defenses in the league, and it was giving Brady trouble, bro. That's all it was. Because their offense was real iffy, and they had miraculous catches in both of those games. But hey, credit to them. But that one, Super Bowl 42, could have been the first perfect season. So that would have been nice.
Facts.
Okay.
So you wanted me to go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I agree with the first one.
Yeah, CP3.
I threw that on there. And the reason why I threw that on there is because, and I've said this on a prior podcast, I think Kobe would have been the GOAT if this trade went down. Because he probably would have gotten at least one more ring, which would have put him at 6.
Man.
And I honestly think he could have won a 7th. And if he would have won 7, he would have been undoubtedly the GOAT across the board.
Oh, no.
Even if he had 6, I probably would be sitting here calling him the GOAT.
CP3 showed that.
Love is crazy.
Yeah, man.
We love Kobe over here.
Yeah.
Because that's what, ultimately what that veto really did was kind of just rob Kobe of the end of his career, realistically.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't get, like we're seeing LeBron get all these chances to end his legacy off on the right foot.
That's true, yeah.
Kevin Durant,
Okay.
I know he's not in the stratosphere of them anymore, but he's getting all these chances to make it right. But Kobe, it was that trade was vetoed, the teams were trash, tore his Achilles,
They let Kobe go out in darkness, and the only light he could even end his career off with was a 60-point game.
And CP3 would have gotten a ring, and that would have probably cemented him as a top point guard in our league. Unfortunately, he might either be barely top 5 or fall out of the top 5.
Even without a ring, he's still a top 5 point guard of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, but undoubtedly, if he got a ring, he'd be probably maybe even top 3. Okay. And then Dwight, I really wanted him to win a ring in his prime. Y'all know how I rock with Dwight.
Okay.
Not all the the weird shit, being a 6'11" bottom, but whatever that is, whatever that was.
Oh shit.
And then my second one is that I wish Alex Rodriguez didn't get busted for steroids because he would have just been the baseball GOAT, and we wouldn't have
I like these.
we wouldn't have no
GOAT?
debate.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because Alex Rodriguez, he was the best shortstop for his time. He was fast. He had an arm. He could hit. He could hit for power. He could hit for contact. But I honestly, to go further into this take a little bit, I wish no one got busted for steroids. But I don't mean that as in I wish steroids was still a thing. I mean like they didn't bust anyone for steroids, but they said at this point moving forward, we're starting to test for it. Don't do it or you're going to get suspended.
Exactly.
Because I think they shot themselves in the foot by like sending all these dudes to court and kind of just ruining the sport for
tarnishing
those.
everything. Yeah, everything's all tarnished.
Shit,
and
some people
convoluted.
still put him as the GOAT. No
Yeah.
cap. Like a lot of, especially
I mean,
bro,
dude
a
was
lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude was the reason why I'm as big of a baseball fan as I am. He was my first favorite player.
Gotcha.
So I'll always be riding with A-Rod.
Okay.
I don't care what y'all say.
It's fire. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, man. Like he did that for you. But listen, I'm gonna go back because
shit.
I'm gonna do some history. Joints for you. So
Love history.
The first thing that I would change would be Michael Jordan never going to play baseball in 1994 after his first repeat.
Yeah.
So he would have finally got beat
On the other end,
Nah, listen.
I'm
Not even on no funny because I'm still young.
Right,
You understand what I'm
right.
saying? Like teeny bop.
Now imagine
young,
if he went to
right?
baseball and he actually made the major leagues and was okay for like a couple of years.
Now it wasn't even
Would
that
he
for
come
me,
back?
right? Because I understand being dual gifted, but just still, like he was already breaking mad molds and shit like that.
Yeah.
So to be able to have three-peated first place, some shit they didn't think that they were gonna do, knowing they were still in the prime of all of that shit, bro. Like to actually. And he came back and did another three-peat. So just to keep going, man, there's no fucking telling.
That's why
that.
like Jordan amazes me so much is because like when you tell the story that way, like won 3 chips, went and just took some time off to play baseball,
his
came back and won 3 chips,
and all that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So that's
all
just
that,
crazy.
you know,
That's
all
just
the
crazy
things
to me.
around it, but given that's not the whole story and everything, but still, that's a good portion of it right there.
You know what I mean? Like real.
That's a good one though. That's a good
Now,
one.
the second one I would do would be while at his prime, only 31 years old, 1998. Y'all not even born yet, right?
I'm 97.
Wait, it
I was
depends
born in
what
98.
month. It depends what month.
I was 97 though.
Check this out. In his prime, 1,400 yards left to break the all-time rushing record.
Back a little bit.
Fucking man, Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
From football.
Yeah.
You understand
That's a
what
good
I'm
one.
saying?
That's a
like
good one.
he just leaves football. That's an amazing one. I like some shit that like you never.
I thought
know.
you were gonna say the CP trade.
No,
I
he's still in his prime.
Hell
like
yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like that, those are things that I would change in like sports history just to see how they would like play out. You know what I'm saying?
That Red Bull just hit him.
That's yo.
Like in the highest level, bro.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it was.
Listen, man, y'all gotta like, subscribe, leave some feedback. You know, like get on the train, man, because this was a great opening. Jackson Holliday got sent down back to the minors, Orioles. So, for those of you that are tuning in that don't know baseball, he is the top prospect in baseball. He is supposed to be the next best big thing. He tore the cover off the ball in AAA. They brought him up. He did very bad. He was like 1 for or 2 for like 40 or 50.
Yeah, 2 walks.
And he
2
like
walks.
struck out a bunch of times. It was really bad. So they sent him back down. How do you feel about that?
Holy shit.
I mean, man, after I kind of took a look at it, man, I mean, especially, I think it's like a 111.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 0.111.
I think it's
Come on.
I think it's 0.0 something.
See, now, give it. Hey, I'm not going to talk shit because I know hitting a baseball 90 miles and 100 miles an hour is the hardest thing to do. Yeah, all pro athletes say baseball is probably the hardest one to get fully used to, other than soccer. But just talking about American sports for the most part. But bruh, I'm not going to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. I could probably hit higher than a 111.
Yes, that's
because I got a fucking
that was like
swing,
38
bro.
games. I guess it was like 38 or 36 games.
I'm at least hitting.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro.
I could hit a 120.
I would pay money to watch you try to hit a 90-mile-per-hour ball.
Bro, we can do that. We can do that. I got a fucking swing, brother.
Oh man. I mean, my opinion on
Take me a
that.
bit to get used to, but
I think the only negative to the Orioles having so much talent right now is this specifically.
Yeah.
Is that if, for example, Jackson Holliday is the struggle, there's no room for you because all these other hitters are here.
Yeah.
Like, they got some motherfucker named Colton Cowser that, to be honest with you, was not on my radar.
Okay.
And now he's up in the major leagues hitting the shit out of the ball.
Yeah.
And Heston Jerstad, or however you
these
pronounce
names
that
are
name.
They're crazy.
Bro, so the
Bro,
Orioles...
you've been smoking me. I've been trying to just comprehend it.
The Orioles have so much talent that their AAA team is like across the board good, but they have a AA and single A team. They're all competing for championships.
Yeah.
And they have talent now in the majors.
That's just
So
crazy.
it's like, if you're not gonna do good, like, unfortunately, like, there's no patience to be had. And that's what kind of sucks about
Jesus.
that's the only thing that sucks about having too much talent, because it's really not a bad problem to have.
Yeah, not at all.
But that's really all I got for Jackson Holliday. He'll be back.
Is that how you spelled it?
Caleb Williams was drafted and broke the merch record, the
I'm not
merch
shocked.
draft night sales record,
I'm not shocked.
which
The
was
hype-
set by Caitlin Clark a couple days before.
Yeah. I'm not shocked. The hype around this guy has been ridiculous over the
Yes.
last year and a half.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked at all.
Plus, the great Midwest, man, they haven't had a quarterback in Chicago. Like, Justin Fields was that, but like this has never happened for them since, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
I'm honestly-
that could be expected, too.
I'm honestly
You know what I'm
shocked
saying?
it wasn't broken by like Wemby fans.
Yeah.
Just because international.
Yeah.
International.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
But
it's
football is
just
the biggest sport.
100%.
in
Yeah,
America, so, like, at the end
100
of the
way
day-
bigger.
I mean, I think and we'll dig into it a little bit later in the episode, but I mean, I think the hype is deserved. He's a really good quarterback, but not only that, he's coming into a great situation.
Yeah.
They have him loaded with weapons
Yeah.
already. Their defense is okay. Like, I'm not saying they have the best defense on earth, but their defense is all right. Like, their coaching, it could
They
be
gave him
better,
a
but
second chance.
it's competent. Like, they
Yeah.
gave him a second
Yeah,
chance. Like,
they
they're
gave him a
not
second
throwing him
chance.
in there with a
Yeah.
rookie. Like, and then you look at Bryce Young, and I know you're going to bring up the Panthers eventually. But, like,
interesting.
Bryce Young was given a random assortment of people to throw to, a terrible coach that had already failed multiple times before. Just no real offensive line. Like, of course he's gonna fail, but Caleb Williams, you're giving this guy who's as talented as he is that, and he's actually excited to be there. Like, how many times he said the Bears? Like, I don't know, I'm excited for it.
He's
Like,
low-key amped for this shit, bro.
Like paint your fucking fingernails, man. Like, let's make this shit exciting.
I mean, he is who he is, man.
Hell yeah,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
listen, what's cool is that, like, I think that his red zone competency and all that. Oh my god,
Him just understanding
what and hunting that
spacing
shit.
in the red zone. Oh my
Man,
god,
hunting that shit, bro.
And it's like,
gonna be nice.
he can
With
already
those pieces
do-
that he has. Oh my god,
Yeah, and he can
To be
already
honest,
do
oh my
every
God,
time.
guaranteed 7.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
He
saying?
can already do that he could already do everything that Justin Fields could do. I mean, maybe he's not as fast, and he can't run like Justin Fields, but he can run, and he has a running game.
He can
period.
scramble. He can do all that.
So
he might not have the pound for pound foot speed,
Yeah.
but he can still do all that.
Yeah.
76ers and the Knicks, like I said, I was smoking on that 76ers pack. That series, really physical.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about that series? Whoever wants to lead that off.
Just in general.
Just in general, because there's a lot, in my opinion. There's definitely, like, we got Brunson playing his goddamn ass off. You got the Knicks actually looking like a championship contender, especially with what's going on in Milwaukee. Because I thought Milwaukee would be that first team that could really, put a stop to the Knicks.
Not this year.
Yeah, well, not now.
Embiid's playing with, polio and fucking...
Bell's palsy.
Yeah, Bell's palsy and fucking a torn up knee. It's a physical series.
Polio.
Yeah, I love. So listen. So I'll start from here. Like, I love since we're in the present. we can talk about the 47 for Jalen Brunson, but also we can talk about the lead up to it. The early games of him and Tyrese Maxey kind of, the cat and mouse and figuring, figuring that out, and then him like just totally.
Maxey's a very underrated defender. I'll say that now. For sure.
Like, shout out Maxey. We're going to talk about him in a little bit.
Yeah. Last year, him and James Harden were the best at guarding guards. Like, the 76ers had the best guard defense, and I promise you, had nothing to fucking do with James Harden.
Motherfuckers called him overrated. We ain't going to talk about that, though.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, but overall the series, the chippiness, like little shit, like we were talking about a little bit
just
before.
a little roughness,
yeah,
it's nice, man.
Grit.
Little,
Reminiscent
man.
for people like
comparatively,
me. You know what I mean? Yeah, for people
I was gonna say,
but,
Embiid is out there fucking, he's
wilding out,
ball, bro.
Like he's straight wilding out, doing Dennis Rodman-esque type.
He's like, fuck it. If I can't win the right way, I'm gonna try to take some motherfuckers out.
He's honestly stepping on people and shit.
With how this series is gone, I'm a little nervous for this closeout game. Like, if the Knicks are up by a lot, I would pull Brunson off the floor. I'd pull OG.
Pull everybody important off the floor.
Because I feel like
throw Miles McBride in there. And
I think they're gonna do some like real dirty shit by the end of next game if the Knicks are like up. Because. Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. It's too, like, people told me, like, Embiid is such a dirty player. He's such a flop. And I'd be like, nah, he's just good. But in this series, I can see that.
Because you're really watching.
Yeah, like, he is a very dirty player. I mean, Mitchell Robinson is hurt now. I don't know what's the extent of his injury, just because, like, he was going to jump and Embiid held on to his legs.
That was crazy.
Man, that's just, like, never necessary.
Stepped on Josh Hart. And like his reason for it is because the refs aren't calling the game the right way, but that has nothing to do with like playing that physical.
Out. And everybody go crazy about Draymond doing this type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now we got somebody who's much bigger, much stronger, doing it. And can hurt in a much more severely way.
That's a big body, bro. To step on someone little like that.
7 foot 280.
Yeah, man.
He's a fucking tank.
Crazy.
Yeah, if he stepped on me, I'd be on fucking life support. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he didn't get suspended a game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So
here we go. We got that 76ers pack live in the flesh.
Yeah, so I guess, I don't know. That's where I'm at.
I love this type of basketball, though, other than, like, the dirty play.
I love it, too.
But I love the energy around it. And we're not just seeing it in this series. We're seeing it in multiple series. So it's good for the league, in my opinion.
Yeah. And Tibbs is just, like, this is his, like, parade. Like, everything that Tibbs knows and loves about the game of basketball is showing through this team right here. I'm glad it's the fucking Knicks. He has so many players on that team that fit his play style, and I'm glad, like, Knicks management finally coincided with their coach for once. Like, we had a really good coach in Fizdale that we could have just put around his play style, but we didn't. So, yeah, I'm here for it.
This Knicks team is Thibodeau's magnum opus, bro. It's his Illmatic. This is his greatest team he'll put together, so we better just finish it the fuck off.
And if we move to that Pacers... That Pacers-Milwaukee series, because the Knicks are going to face the winner of that. Yeah. Halliburton's starting to come back alive. Mm-hmm. The Bucks are starting to die. The Bucks are dying before our eyes.
Yeah, before our very eyes.
Giannis has to be seriously hurt for him to be out 4 games in the series. So
Dame's never going to get a ring. This is great.
Man.
Great. He's coming to the Lakers.
It's crazy, man. I don't know how to put it though, man. Just seeing, just seeing how just switching, going to how it is in the playoffs right now is very reminiscent of old school basketball. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of rough, tough half court basketball. You know what I mean? For like
the referees letting it play out,
like it's real good to watch.
I'm not gonna lie. This playoffs has been very, very good, very digestible.
Yeah, nice and chippy. Nothing. You know what I mean?
To me, it gets some of those. Even older heads to be like to chill out a little bit to where they're like, oh, this game solves full much pussy, so I want to see. Well, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Finally.
You go.
So, do you guys think the Pacers have a chance against the Knicks?
Yes.
If Tyrese can get back to first half of the year form with Pascal, and then you got Mathurin.
No, Mathurin's
missed Cook for the year. Yeah. I forgot he was out.
Yeah.
But then there's still pieces on that team though. There's still pieces.
Oh, of course.
You got Nembhard. You got
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner's been bugging. Fucking who was the kid from the Celtics? I'm trying to think of. Who cares? But
TJ McConnell's like 6th man of the year type potential.
Yeah, ridiculous randomly. But it's just they.
I don't know if it's random,
Naismith,
man.
that's what I'm thinking.
TJ McConnell's been doing this.
Yeah, he's been doing it since Philly and shit. But it's random because he has like one terrible year where you think, all right, he's probably out the league. Then he'll come back and have a great little off the bench year. But I think if Pascal and Tyrese can put it together. Yeah. It'll be a really good push.
It's gonna be a good series. Either way. If they don't,
I think y'all gonna cook.
Tyrese might, and the reason why I say this is because he's significantly bigger than Brunson, so they're gonna have to move OG.
Yeah, this year he's been a fucking cone, so Brunson's still gonna get by him.
No, I mean like on the other side, like Tyrese.
Offensively. I think Indiana is still they're gonna push pace. It doesn't matter.
That's the thing. Is like if the Knicks are able to at least somewhat stop their pace, they're gonna every time the Pacers have ran into a team that can stop their pace. They crumble really.
Yeah, because they have no half court offense. Or just run up the ball, get a quick basket.
I think it's either gonna be a sweep or like you guys said, I think it'll be a really good series, especially considering the whole fucking Wally Serbiak shit. Tyrese Halliburton's gonna be on one about that.
Yeah, fuck Wally Serbiak. I'll say it to the day I died, bro.
That was a good short.
Yeah, fuck Wally Serbiak, bro. Still on that time. And Tyrese Halliburton is an angel. Anyway.
But what about the Bucks, man? Like, they don't win. Like,
they're cooked, bro. They're cooked.
Hey.
Giannis is gonna want out.
Yeah.
Heard it here first, brother.
Yeah. I mean, in the game, man, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah. About the Celtics and the Heat real quick. I think the Celtics, they gotta just get rid of the Heat.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Stop playing with your food. I think they gotta start getting ready for a matchup with the Knicks.
Perfect.
Potentially, because I don't think they should worry about a matchup with the Cavs or the Magic unless they like completely drop the ball. But they gotta get ready because if it's gonna be the Knicks versus the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, knowing how the fans are on both sides, that series is gonna be one for the ages. Should be one for the ages. It's going to be nuts, but they need to stop playing with the Heat. I know they finally, they blew them out in the third game after losing the second one. But like I said on the last episode, Jason Tatum needs this ring more than anybody, I think, in the whole league. Besides maybe Kevin Durant, but we already know he's not getting it. So, yeah.
KD's cooked, brother.
And still, even if JT don't get it, listen, right? Like, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
He still is not 26 years old yet.
Oh, and I definitely understand.
You understand?
But tell me when he's gonna get a better situation than this, right?
That's true.
Like, let's think about the players that he has on his team. For one.
Listen,
no.
History is history for
I know for sure. But think of the players that are on his team. And think of his competition right now. Right now, his best competition is
I'm rooting for him too.
I know his best competition is a Knicks team.
I believe they can.
A Knicks team without Julius Randle. A Knicks team that the Celtics can clamp Jalen Brunson. Like the only reason why I say the Knicks are a finals contender is because they're the second best team in the East right now. And I love the Knicks, but like they should not be a matchup for the Celtics. They shouldn't be. Unless their defense is really actually one of the best defenses of all time.
Like it turns
we'll
into
find
some
out.
whole other
shit.
Right.
Yes. And that's what I'm saying is like he has this path to the finals that where once they get to the finals they shouldn't have tried too fucking hard to get there. And then once you're there, it's not like last time where they had to get through the Heat and they had to get through all this 7-game series with the Heat and everything else that they had to get through. And again, he's not going to have this team again. He's not.
Right.
Jaylen Brown being one of the best, maybe if not the best two-way players in the game.
Right.
Kristaps Porzingis, you got one of the best stretch players, and you got Drew Holiday, one of the best two-way players.
Yeah, just for the record, I do not disagree with you about any. You understand?
Oh no, of course.
And
he's young. Don't get me wrong.
That is the only thing.
And situations are situations because, like I'm saying now, like he could go to like some fucking super team or whatever and win a ring that way.
They just need to stop playing with their food.
Yeah, but this is a real
job done.
Just get it done. You know what I mean? And then I'll wait that next series.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Get reps.
It's how
scouting reports.
It's how I felt with football. Like, is Lamar Jackson young? Yes. Is Josh Allen young? Yes. But like those two last year, I thought was a very important.
Yeah.
Because as you see, the Bulls tore their team apart, and Lamar he's gonna come back. But like Paul George has 16 in the first quarter. But
yeah, he's cooked. Or cooking.
I was about to say, wow, cooking.
Cooking.
But with the Cavs and the Magic, just a weird series. The Cavs made it look like it wasn't going to be competitive, and now the Magic making it look like the Cavs don't even belong there. With 2 back-to-back blowouts in Orlando. Is it just that home court is that important, or do the Cavs really not belong?
I feel like their fan bases are strong, but they're not. It's not New York, or it's not Boston, it's not LA. They don't have a home advantage like Denver with the altitude. Like, bro, it's just so
There's
I feel
stories
like
of motherfuckers not sleeping or
going through. So I don't know.
It's
I don't.
Orlando. We've been there a couple times. It ain't like it's like
I don't know. I feel like
Universal Studios,
right,
and all that kind of shit.
I feel like these two teams are just very evenly matched, and so any given game, either one could blow each other out, and you're seeing that just the slightest advantage is going to send them over the edge.
Yeah.
So home court might just really be it.
Yes.
And because I feel like both of them can have elite offenses some nights and can have elite defensive some nights. And whatever you get that night's whatever you're going to get. We're seeing great showings by Donovan Mitchell in the first 2 games and terrible showings in the last 2 games. And then we're seeing, the Orlando defense be crazy these last 2 games. So it's I don't know. The next game, Cleveland could just smoke Orlando. Yeah. Then we're sitting here like, damn, okay, home court's really it right now. So I don't know. Really weird series.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if like over time Darius Garland isn't as locked in as he used to be, because this whole time that Donovan Mitchell's been there, I feel like we haven't seen it's just, and he had a good year last year, but it didn't feel that way at any point of time last year. Did it feel like Darius Garland was having a good year? This year the same thing. And we know from the time that without Donovan Mitchell that he looked like he was about to be one of the next best things. I'm not saying he's not, but at some point, like, I don't know, he just lost his impact. I guess that's the word. Yeah,
he's still there putting up his numbers, but his play doesn't affect how the team plays.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Donovan Mitchell wants it. It's another case of I think
he's out. I think he's out.
Like. Huh?
Yeah, I think he's out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I don't think he wanted to be in Cleveland to begin with, but he ran with it because he's professional and he's, he's looking forward to all opportunities. But I don't think he really wanted to be there, and it shows. Because like I think
he was looking to buy houses in New York.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden he gets the call, you're getting traded to Cleveland. Yeah. So like, it's tough.
And just like Joakim Noah said, like, what the fuck is there to do in Cleveland? Why would anyone make games?
Cleveland fans still rip that motherfucker apart. And he goes, bro, it's not even because Cleveland's shit. A lot of places are shit. Yeah. It just happened to be LeBron, bro, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's where he's from.
And we've seen Donovan Mitchell go on hot streaks, like in Utah, in this first year with Cleveland. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's that inconsistency that I keep preaching about.
That's what I was going to say.
Because he had a good first
the whole fucking team right now is being the most inconsistent team in the league right now.
He himself, all right, I agree with the take about Darius Garland being checked in, checked out. He's funny sometimes. He got like the kind of Brandon Ingram effect, like where I know.
That's a good comparison.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
it feels like Brandon Ingram doesn't give a flying fuck. Other times he has that animal in him.
Just give you the business. So it's real weird sometimes with those two. But what's crazy though is Donovan Mitchell, like when just honing in on him himself. Like, to me, he's totally inconsistent, though. Like, with his injuries and shit like that, though, bro.
Injuries, performance.
You know what I mean? Yeah, just all that. But I think the injuries play into the performance. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I know that
I want to see him
he's on high demand and shit like that. But he's going to end up being like a Kawhi type motherfucker here real soon, bro. Like,
but sadly, Kawhi got 2 finals MVPs.
Yeah. Kawhi had
but no, he's not. Yeah, he ain't nowhere. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Sadly, because I would love if Donovan Mitchell could get there.
Yeah, like thinking you're going to get this and not get that from him. Damn, and that was a bad comparison. I should have strike that from the record.
Paul George.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a Paul George real soon.
Yeah,
strike that from the record.
Man,
but speaking of the Clippers real quick, that game's going on. We can't really talk too much about it because we don't know what's going on. But Kawhi, we do know about.
Yes.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Kawhi retire here soon.
Yes.
Just because like these injuries at this point are making him very unreliable.
Can't get through a playoff series, much less run.
If I'm a team, I mean, like, this year he played the most games he's played since 2017, and that is a very far away year.
Yeah.
And he only played this many games because of the new rules that are intact. So, and he got hurt, like, right when the Clippers needed him the most. Because I don't know.
Just like the Avatar.
I feel like this series is completely different if he doesn't go down like that. Because what he was able to do during this season, he looked like Kawhi was back. Like, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Like, Kawhi felt back. And I felt like that would have been a big change in the series. I don't know, man. I mean, I like that Luka and Kyrie are possibly advancing Dallas. I mean, they need Paul George to do what he's doing right now. I mean, for once, doing Paul George things that we're used to back in the day when he was in OKC. But
yeah, they're cooking them right now.
Yeah, damn. But we'll see.
Holy shit! As of right now, it's
I said
42-18.
I expected this game. I expected this game to go 7.
Yeah, I expected this series to go 6 or 7. So.
Yeah.
As first half is showing, Clippers are cooking Dallas right now. So they would put them if they win 2-2.
But yo,
they'll be going as plans.
Yeah.
Your guys' Lakers won a game.
Yeah.
We could have been coming on here and like singing the swan song.
I was fully mentally prepared to damn. Me
You were
and
pissed on
sad.
Facebook.
Oh nah.
Here's some posts of Matt.
Here, we're gonna put them there. I was lighting up D-Lo. I was lighting up the Lakers. Yeah, it's just
D-Lo's going out real bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a good bounce back game last game, but it's just like it's every other game because first game he was shit, second game he was good, third game he was absolute dog water,
and like
last game he was good.
Disconnected, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Darvin Ham is just. I just don't. I mean, I said it when he got signed that like I don't think he should be the coach of the Lakers. Like y'all need someone big that is known for handling these personalities. Okay. Because you got D'Angelo Russell. You can't forget like when he was on the Lakers the first time he had a personality, and then when he went to the Timberwolves he had personality. And what did you think? Like he played next to LeBron.
That is his personality.
Like
that is his personality. It's about control.
Oh, on the Nets, like
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Nets like gave this dude a fucking inflated ego beyond belief.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's about
because he got them to their first playoffs.
And absolutely, like rightfully so. Like D'Lo is great when he's locked in, but like when he's not good, it's like 5-on-4, bro. Like it gets bad.
Real talk.
He was on the sidelines while they were huddled up eating chocolate.
Yeah, he did that. He did that last year. So listen, those moments like that I have a problem with. Like since April 1st, he had a really good the playoffs or the playoffs.
Really good run, bro, to end the season.
Yeah, real talk. He was playing really, really well, right?
Talking about I'm him still. Like, y'all must have forgot.
Really getting busy. You know what I mean? But what's crazy is there was a moment last year too in the playoffs where there was a little scuffle and shit like that, and he was down at the other side, like he wasn't even a part of the fucking team.
He walked away.
You know what I mean? Like,
you
know what I mean? That shit bothered me when I see these moments with him. That really, you know what I'm saying?
Even and things like that, when the team goes back and sees
makes you think
they
that
lose camaraderie a little. They're just like, why didn't you slide with us? Like we was putting in work down there.
I'm
like
really with it, man. And I don't like going back and forth with it. So I need him to just finish this season out.
Finish this season.
You know what I'm saying?
Get traded. Boom, boom, boom. Get out of here. We good on it.
Real talk. That's my take on that. Yeah.
Nick Young should have beat your ass. Back in 2016.
It's like Darvin Ham is terrible for this team. I mean, Anthony Davis is giving it his all, but that's another personality. And then LeBron, you got the whole fucking LeBron thing.
Throw tantrums on the court. Nothing.
I think the real issue with the Lakers, real issue with the Lakers is that like you have Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and LeBron all in the lineup. But if these guys aren't hitting the way you need to, and for the beginning of the series, it felt like all three of these guys weren't hitting the way you needed them to. It's basically 2-on-5 basketball now because they're not going to give you what you need on defense either.
Because Rui was also not doing shit.
And but the bad thing about it in this, even with them not hitting, the crazy thing about it, we had leads going into halftime in every single game,
bro.
So the series isn't over.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So utilize that. Yeah. You know what I mean? In these one game.
Are we here for one more fairy tale LeBron ending?
You know what I'm saying? Like, why that'd be crazy. Not? You know what I mean? Why not?
But I mean, I want to tip my cap one more time to the Nuggets too. I mean, like I said, they're a masterclass of patience. You have all these other teams like the Suns and the Clippers and the Mavericks and like even the Lakers, who constantly make these big changes to their teams when shit fails. The Nuggets rode it out with this team for a long time. They built something beautiful. Finally paid off last year. Looks like this year so far, with how everything's playing out so far, they should be the clear favorite going into this next round. And shit, man, Nuggets, we could be debating all this, and they could be cruising to another chip, just like they did last year.
This was rumors and speculation all on the internet and shit. Nothing was confirmed, but that LeBron and AD held a players-only meeting of only important players. And just like
imagine you're one of the players on the
team.
Imagine you were left out of that. Like fuck, I thought I was.
Well, because they're not going to bring in the rookie Jalen Hood fucking Shafino, who's not getting any scratch.
He's just
they're getting people who are like the top 8 players in the lineup,
the top row.
Yeah, they're getting them. They got them, and pretty much this is all speculation and rumor, of course, that they pretty much was like, yo, whatever the fuck he telling you, Darvin Ham, don't listen to that, and you're running everything by us, me and AD. LeBron was saying that apparently. So I don't know if that's really what happened, but that was said to have happened right before Game 4. So I don't know.
Plus, I mean, did you hear that crazy ass comment that he made at the end of the game? Like,
Darvin Ham?
It's just basketball?
No,
they're talking about LeBron.
We cracked the safe. No, he was like, no, we cracked the safe now, and now they're going to guard the contents of that safe. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like,
well, bro, it's like what he said in the first game. He was like,
what kind of message?
well, bro, he's been like, Darvin Ham is like, this is what
philosophies and
bro,
he's trying to be like,
bro.
Because remember the first game when he was
Jackson and shit, man. Just you know what I mean.
He's trying to be real philosophical, but then also
because the first game he was like,
the
first game he was like, oh well, we didn't throw everything that we had in our bag at Jokic. We still got stuff left, and I'm like, bro, what? No. So you're telling me playoffs game 1, you didn't throw everything that you should have at Jokic to try and win that game? All right, man.
I think that's why AD said that stuff too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, initially, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, you know, because there's no way that he shouldn't have been touching the ball anyway.
Right.
And I mean, Rui even said it. I don't know if you guys saw the interview when they were shooting around. It might have been before game 2 or 3. He accidentally said, like, he said, we're not making the changes that we need to. So, and then he, like, quickly changed his sentence.
And that was before game 3.
And he could, like, because Rui is someone, like, he's a player that, like, you need to actually, like game plan him in a certain spot.
Yeah,
and there has
interviews,
set plays. Like he needs to be.
He needs to be, in my opinion, like what's best. Having Rui work best on the floor is have him be an Aaron Gordon type, like a ball chaser. Run, sneak up behind, get those offensive boards, dish back out, hide in the corner,
pick
shit
and
like
pop,
that.
Pick and pop, LeBron,
because he's actually more aggressive when wide open anyway.
Yeah,
but it's like when there's
Aaron
nothing.
Gordon is.
When there's, it's the same way.
But then he has the same type, a little bit less athleticism than Aaron Gordon, same size,
but
he's strong, got the aggressiveness. So like, if you just play him in an Aaron Gordon type role, have him slip a lot of screens, have him do a lot of backdoors, it'll work. But if you just got him sitting in the corner, he's a good corner camper. But like, goddamn, like
it's useless.
If you just have him having no movement and then chill in the corner and maybe do a here and there pick, it's not gonna do shit, bro.
I agree.
He's not making the adjustments at all, bro.
So that would leave us with the Thunder, who are beating the shit out of the Pelicans. Not much to really say there, right? Like,
no.
I mean, they don't got Zion. Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum aren't dog enough to even make a dent into this.
That's easy series for Thunder.
Yo, that game that they got blown out by like 40 or whatever, I think it was game 2. If that wasn't a blowout, I would have won $900. So thanks, Brandon Ingram, for not showing up there. I needed 25 from you. You got 18. Just needed 7 garbage points. But we didn't get that.
We got Wolves and Suns.
Wolves and Suns.
KD about to get swept.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
To do what he did over the summer, leading Team USA, and then coming into the year with all these expectations, like, okay, you're about to be a top player.
Cashing in on all of those expectations.
Every single one and more. and more because he's getting in the face of people like Kevin Durant and saying "fuck you, I'm better than you."
And Kevin Durant's loving it too to
Yeah.
see a young motherfucker do that type of shit, bro.
I honestly
God.
I love the old head that Kevin
Because
Durant
that's what he did.
but-
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what he did when he beat
Yeah.
Kobe in 2012.
Yeah, that's what has
so
to
it's just like
happen.
it's that like I'm gonna fuck you up real quick, but it's all love and respect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what has to
It's
happen.
just-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
that
beautiful.
team is and like I said, like with the Timberwolves, what makes them different this year, what makes this Rudy Gobert team different is that Cat is there as a power forward. The reason why I like that is because Rudy Gobert's weakness is no longer going to hold his teams down because his weakness is he can't go out to the three and guard anybody. He can't like really just leave the paint area and go guard.
And roll.
Cat can do that
and
now,
roll.
and I was a little skeptical of Cat coming off the injury, but everything seems good. And Anthony Edwards is just living up to the moment. And
I believe Anthony Edwards also provides that little thing that you just can't say, that little nuance that I believe that Rudy nor Cat had before either. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone.
And I think I'm glad he had that Team
Yes.
USA run
Yes,
because
bro.
like last year they weren't making plays around Anthony Edwards.
Well, because
They were
this is
kinda-
the thing. Last year was such a weird year for that
Yeah.
team, and most of us had called it out. A lot of people still had like crazy hope that this year was going to be last year for them, but it was too new. Cat played center for 9 straight years. I don't know how long he's been in the damn league at this point, but he was playing center one position the whole time. So now he's still trying to play the center position at power forward, and then you have him also still trying to be number one guy while Ant is emerging being the number one guy, but they're still
and
treating
just
Cat
a
as
whole
the
bunch
number
of
one
role
guy.
players around him
Yeah.
too, like Naz Reid.
D'Lo was still there for
yeah.
for half the season. It was odd, but this year
Mike Conley's playing his ass off. It's random, but like he's playing his ass
Jaden
off.
McDaniels
You
is
shaded him a minute
being
ago.
that guy. Jaden McDaniels being that guy you need him to be. Just do all the right things.
And it's like what I told you. Like when I looked at this team in the beginning of the year, I just thought like if they stay healthy, like I can't really see this team like failing.
Yeah, shout out! Don't
Yeah,
shout out
because
me.
you don't
I'm pretty
need-
sure I had them.
Yeah, you
falling
don't need
out of
Mike
the playoff.
Conley to do none of the things that he was ever asked to do.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
With the
before.
Grizzlies and
Yeah,
shit.
never before. Like
You
that
need him to
dog-
be a good IQ point guard.
Yes, that's it.
Like,
do you understand
just
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
good team guy.
Like in
That's
those
it.
spots, even when Anthony Edwards is a little out of control, it's good for Mike to actually check down.
Bring him down to earth.
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm
Yo,
saying?
That's
Like,
what he does. That's what he does.
Just give that veteran presence of yo, big
Exactly.
dog.
Yes. Kick it to the right.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like just
Absolutely.
give that little
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So on the Suns end though, like I don't like people are disappointed with the Suns, right? Now, even though they're disappointed with the Suns, I just want to say that the Suns shouldn't have been looked at as super team to begin with, and I'll say why.
Okay.
Bradley Beal is a fucking phony. I've said this before. I'll say it now. Bradley Beal was only a top player because the Washington Wizards first he had a great IQ point guard next to him in John Wall, and then they gave him the green light when John Wall left. So of course, anyone that has a shot is going to go off with the position that Beal was put in. He has his money, and he's checked out ever since he's got that contract.
That's a fact.
Look at his last year in Washington. Look at this year. He's checked the fuck out.
He wasn't in the league to be hungry for a ring. He was in the
Yeah.
league to get his bag,
And
which
that's
I
fine.
respect.
That's fine. Like
Which I respect,
any
but
man
it is
should
what
want
it
their
is.
millions of dollars before they die. Devin Booker, you showed shades this season that you could be a top 3 player in this whole league. And again, you've kind of just checked out and shit the bed. And then to Kevin Durant, I don't have really nothing bad to say because he's playing.
Still doing him.
He's
but
playing
it's just-
good. He had a
it's not
fully
enough.
healthy year that none of us thought he had left in him. But your legacy is now baked beans because you can't motivate those around you to go as hard as you. So, with that being said, Phoenix Suns, unless y'all can make a 3-0 comeback, which I don't think is possible against the Timberwolves.
Tonight you say goodbye,
That's
and then Katie's gonna want out again.
and he's gonna head to the Lakers
No.
or the Warriors.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, the old heads is the old heads is done. It looked like if Bron can't do a miraculous 3-0 comeback and somehow get past the Nuggets, Steph didn't even make it to the final to playoffs.
Steph didn't make it.
Right.
Fucking KD looks like he's getting swept. LeBron just barely avoided getting
Might be
swept.
a gentleman's sweep,
Kawhi is
but might not.
Kawhi might be going out bad.
Yeah,
Then you can attach James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George to that.
Because you are going to attach them if they get past Luka.
Exactly. So keep that same energy when they don't.
Yeah, man, times have changed.
It's a young man's league.
And I don't know. I mean, I know it's just the Pelicans with the Thunder. They look very good. They look very professional. They look ready for the moment right now. I mean, again, I know it's the Pelicans without Zion, but they're still doing what they're not playing around. Like,
damn, this is weird though too, man. Sorry to just cut you off, but it's just like, we witnessed this in 2016 when Garnett, Duncan, Kobe left, and then I mean Dirk left a few 2018.
Dirk was there till the
or
end.
2019. Dirk left, but still like he was well out of his prime by 2016. Shit, but it's just like so we saw one generation of super greats already leave and stuff in our lifetime, and we saw maybe earlier. This one is crazy. This one's hurting a little bit. It's like,
I got a little tear.
I'm a Kobe fanatic till the day I die. But I was super young when Kobe started his career.
This is the first time.
I mean, Kobe got drafted.
This is the first generation I've been an adult.
But I've seen this generation's whole career out. And I only saw Kobe about 5 years into his career, so I didn't see the first few struggle years and shit. But this one,
but that was
seen all these guys from drafted on, and it's just like, damn, it's coming to an end.
It's like
it's tough
because it's like Steph, and I mean I felt for it because you should have seen some of the bets I made this year. I was just sitting there, like Steph, give me 25, and then there'd be nights where he just gives you a fucking 12, and it's just like, fuck.
Well, I think with Steph,
he's always an old man now.
I think with Steph, it's just his team. I think that, and
Yeah.
then half of that other shit too, bro, is they don't have anything to do with the front offices. You understand what I'm saying? So if you strike lightning, you either replicate it or other teams.
Well, I think keep
it together.
Their big games just aren't suffocating teams anymore. Like it's no doubt, like LeBron's still putting up great numbers, KD's still putting up great numbers, and Steph is. It's just. Those big numbers aren't suffocating teams the way they used to.
At all. Because
we've seen the Warriors in the past. With Steph, he would, lose Draymond for a set amount of games, or he'd lose Clay, or he'd lose, whoever, and he'd still be able to carry the team. That's not even the fucking case.
Well, it's just, they're still putting up the same type of numbers, but not in the impactful way they used to. Because, it's just they're taking more shots than they would before. I mean, given KD's not really, because KD's still, he's damn near had a 50, 40, 90 year this year. But it's just like, it's not in the best, most impactful way possible. LeBron, of course, taking more shots than before, taking more threes than before, and,
teams
not being as powerful as he used to be to where he can literally every play up the floor, just run through you and get to the rim.
But you're right,
can't
man.
do that anymore. It's just
sad though. It was such a beautiful time, man. Steph when he was lighting it up
by themselves.
I mean, love seeing the generations where like
Kevin Durant.
There's so many actual greats.
And
it's just like, damn.
This was one of them.
Yeah, but some of them are developing right in front of our eyes.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So we just got to move on and
Shea and Luka.
Yeah, them boys is developing.
Shea, Luka.
Some of them ain't all the way out. Like
Jokic and Giannis are already
if the Mavericks
greats.
and the Thunder move on, man, we're gonna get Mavs versus Thunder.
Yeah.
If they move on, that's that could be a series that we talk about 10 years from now.
That's a fact.
But do you guys have any more takes on?
No, it's just kind of sad. I don't know what's going on over here.
Me and Matt, we're just trying to struggle through our emotions.
Our childhood has ended.
Top 5 pitchers right now.
Oh man, so I'm gonna use a little bit of space and time. Okay, like let's say, can I use 2 seasons?
No, the top 5 pitchers in today's game.
That's what I want to say.
He's saying over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, man.
Right now.
I want to say DeGrom, Verlander.
Nah, right now.
No, man. What the fuck?
All right, I'll get my top
5. Because listen, man. I gotta go with proven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go for it.
He's going with proven and right now as a combined.
Yes, as one.
Thought.
You know what I mean?
Go for it. But
Clayton, Garrett Cole.
If you say DeGrom and Clayton, I'm gonna flame you. But
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You know what I mean? That's as far as stats go. You know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
You know.
Get him, Tom.
No. Don't bring me here just to put me on a chopping block.
No.
Baseball your thing, man. So yeah, that's who I'll go with though. Straight like that. So we don't have the young boy schemes yet to really see. Because listen, man, everybody has been. So I agree with you. So I also did some research about how the pitch clock is affecting shit. So I got some research myself too because we went to the games a couple of weeks ago, right? We saw Tampa Bay.
Yo, how was that?
Yeah, they had a whole New York
so listen,
fucking.
Yo, it was fire. So listen, check
You
this
got
out.
this, yo, that Juan Soto home run.
Listen, but the coolest shit though, I'm gonna tell you the illest shit though. The next day, watching Nestor smoke them motherfuckers with that. No, listen, with that pitch clock like that game was over so like the Juan Soto home run, that was crazy. But I'm talking about like game. Just the way that. Because that we ride to the city and all of that shit. That it was different. Yeah. After waking up and going through the traffic and all that shit and getting to that shit that afternoon, that game went by so fast from him cooking them. We was in and out of there. Like, it was crazy to hear motherfuckers like, yo, man, the guy never came back around again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for the beer and the shit. And the beer and shit like that because it goes by so fast.
Before you'd be there 4.5, 5 hours.
I have to agree with you, too. It was dope to see Nestor do it, though, because he actually applied. So, listen, you're going to like me for this. I'm caught up. You only get to try to throw him out twice now during, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, boom. So, I got to see him use that. The 4 is gone. And not use it much. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Still throw gas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know how it affects everybody, even though the younger people that we know now in the Little League and everything else coming up, they're, going to be using that.
The pitch clock.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But shit, I don't know what to say. You can flame those guys now. You know what I'm saying? But I have to agree with what you know what I mean? It may have something to do with
I'll give a good top 5. So I think 1A and 1B, I think, like, consensus is Zach Wheeler and Corbin Burns. Yeah. Like, I'm just talking about right now.
Yes. Because,
like, Jacob deGrom, is he, like, in Verlander and shit? Yeah, like, I can agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
But Zach Wheeler and Burns, they're, like, 1A, 1B. But I got Zach Wheeler as number 1 right now just because he's doing better than Corbin Burns this season, and that's the only reason. I think Wheeler and Corbin Burns are perfect anchors at the top of the rotations. I think Corbin Burns means a little bit more than Zach Wheeler. I just think Zach Wheeler's performing better. So I got him 1, Corbin Burns number 2. But number 3, I got a guy that hasn't even pitched this season yet.
Oh, shit.
Y'all can flame me. I got Garrett Cole, though.
Okay.
I got Garrett Cole at number 3. Reason being is he won the Cy Young last year with the first year of the pitch clock. He hasn't pitched yet this year. We don't know when he's going to pitch. So that's why I have him 3rd, not off the list or 1st, because he hasn't pitched yet. I think he's waiting in the wings. If he comes back and he's anything decent, the Yankees are probably like one of the best teams in the entire game.
And they already are right now.
Right.
Like,
and now you're gonna add a top pitcher in the whole game, who last year was undoubtedly the best pitcher in baseball. Number 4, I got Jose Barrios. He's very, very underrated. He's on the Blue Jays. He has like a 1-something ERA. He hasn't been giving up a lot of runs. And people forget, like, when he was in Minnesota, he was like this. He was really damn good. And then people forgot because he had a couple bad years. He had a bad year in Toronto a couple years ago, but he got his shit together last year. And then this year, he has it all the way together, and he's carrying Toronto on his back because that Blue Jays team is hot garbage. But Logan Gilbert is my number 5, and that's what I might get flamed for. I just think this guy has a delivery where he's going to be unhittable very soon. As soon as he's working on his game. He is a top pitcher in the game this year. He could probably be argued for top 10. I just wanted to give him a shout out just because like his delivery is so smooth. He doesn't give up a lot of hits. I mean, he's every single game you can count on him keeping the team in there. He kind of plays down to his competition a little bit. Like if his team gives him a lot of runs, he tends to give up a lot of runs. But if it's a close game, you can guarantee he'll be shut out perfect. But yeah. That's what I got. And shout out to Yoshi Yamamoto. A lot of people were shitting on him, but he's turning it around. He's coming through. He did the Nats dirty. He did the Nationals dirty the other day. All right, so what do you got for top 5 batters then?
Now, I'm kind of crazy because I probably get lit up for this because I kind of kept this more current. Okay. Listen, I'm going to go with Mookie.
Number 1. All right.
Then I'm gonna go with Bobby Witt from your Warriors.
Oh, number 2? Okay.
Then I got.
I'm sorry. I love Bobby Witt, bro.
Okay.
He's talented.
Yes. Okay. All
I
right.
just hate the overhype of the Royals right now. They are
Okay.
such a bad team that are on such a lucky run right now.
Okay.
I mark my words, they are not going to touch the postseason, and Bobby Witt is not going to touch MVP. But I fuck with it. He's a good player.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Then you gotta always have Freddie Freeman.
Okay. All right. He's struggling a little bit this year so far. But
so
all
far.
right.
So
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
but clutch.
I respect it.
Ellie. I'm gonna go with Ellie.
Okay.
Ellie Cruz.
Young Bull.
Yep. Juan Soto.
Number 5.
Yes, sir. My honorable mention is gonna be Mr. Acuna down in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I got Acuna as an honorable mention too. I don't know if he's hurt or he's just struggling, but he does not have the pop in his bat this year. Kind of concerns me a little bit because obviously when he's on, he's probably the best player in baseball. I mean, he was rivaling Shohei, who was pitching and hitting, as being the best player in baseball. And that's crazy. But number 1, I got Mookie. I love Mookie, man. I think he's hitting what? Fucking...
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Like, bro. Bro, he's hitting 391, bro. That's fucking insane. He's hitting 391, hitting leadoff. He's like the leader of this team in so many ways. You get Shohei onto the team, which drags so much media and pressure onto the team. They don't have the good pitching that they're normally used to having.
Right.
So for him to keep that all together and be as good as he is, and to switch from literally right field to shortstop, that he hasn't played since he was 18 years old.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's nuts. That's insane. He's number 1. Number 2 is Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
Because he was leading in a lot of categories before this week.
Okay.
I kind of figured this would happen where if he was to stop pitching and all of his focus was to go on batting, he'd be pretty nasty. And that's exactly what's happening. He has... Of everyone that's ever hit a baseball in the last 10 years, he has the 3 hardest hit balls just this year alone.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Like, it's insane. I got Juan Soto at number 3. Dude's just a dog. You see what he's doing with the Yankees. Aaron Judge is struggling, but it doesn't matter.
He's been blowing my damn phone up, and I don't even watch baseball, bro. Half of my notifications, if you just scroll through here, are Juan Soto, bro. It's just crazy.
What's the feel like in New York City with
Listen,
that?
they love it. Listen, he played to the crowd every fucking inning, so it's pretty dope. You understand what I'm saying? Like every inning. But let me tell you something. What's crazier is they're already booing fucking Judge before fucking April. It's not April.
That's Yankee fans for you.
It was already booing.
Judge is carrying
because
he was straight
because this whiffing, this chasing is looking so crazy that it's like it's apparent. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he just want to rip the fucking leather off of everything. Now that's a good look, but it's like calm down.
Yeah,
that's tough for me to even think about just because I don't watch baseball. I just hear about his names and just what's going on right now. But bro, it's just y'all were not good for a few good years, and Judge was the one piece that y'all could everyone could huddle around. And
that's still the main jersey. That's still the main jersey.
That's why
so it's just like damn for him to be booing.
Like I for sure want to go
jersey.
catch a Yankee game in the city because like I remember
that shit.
When
it's right around the corner from our house.
When Aaron Judge was first, like when Aaron Judge was first on the Yankees and he was smacking home runs out the park, New York City was engulfed in that shit.
Yeah.
Everyone had an Aaron Judge jersey or shirt. Everyone was Aaron Judge this, Aaron Judge that. Like it was crazy to be a part of. I just can only imagine it now with Juan Soto.
And that was the thing. It was crazy to...
Because it's like Aaron Judge is a good power hitter, but he's not an overall good hitter. Like he doesn't have the tools that Juan Soto has. Because Juan Soto is he gives you that like almost Barry Bonds kind of feel without hitting all those damn home runs.
He'll get anything.
Like he has the eye. He's gonna take his walks. He don't care. He's gonna slap the ball the other way. Like it's But number 4 is Mike Trout.
Okay.
People listen. Mike Trout. He might be a little bit older. The Angels might stink, but listen,
he's always top 10.
He's back and forth leading in home runs still. Hitting 400. He hit 460 something. I mean, like Mike Trout is disgusting, and
he actually said he wanted to stay there. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know why, man. He's the Damian Lillard of baseball. And then number 5, I got Gunnar Henderson.
Okay.
I love me some Gunnar Henderson. Right. Look, man, like he can hit the ball, he can steal, he could fucking field any position you put him in. And I think the Orioles, you look at Adley, you look at Corbin Burns, you look at all these guys, and you just forget that Gunnar Henderson is right there hitting leadoff, hitting as good as he is.
Yeah.
I love Gunnar Henderson, bro. I'm going to have a Gunnar Henderson jersey by the time this year is up. I'll say that.
Okay.
That's my top 5.
Another to the collection.
And obviously, honorable mention, Acuna.
Yeah. Okay, we agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, he should be in this top 5 realistically. And I think if Tatis wasn't struggling, I'd have Tatis in the top 5 because I love that guy.
Yeah.
But which player needs to turn it around the most?
Shit, I went with Judge, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went with Judge.
And I was going to go with Judge.
Yeah, I went with
because
Judge.
I agree. I do think Aaron Judge needs to turn it around.
Because I experienced it and, like, coming off of that, like, you know what I mean? Just coming off of and getting Soto and then the lineup, like, oh, man, the intense, just feeling
because if he gets it together,
him and
like,
Judge
him and Juan Soto
like,
back
all
to back,
together, too, back to back.
Yeah.
Like, they're back to back, man. So it's like, the fucking air in that place is crazy. You know
and
what
you
I mean?
see, you see today's game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to point this out.
They're cooking right now.
Yankees are up 15-5.
Yeah.
Who homered? Aaron Judge.
Yep.
And he's 3 for 4. Yesterday, what was the score? 15-3. Who homered? Aaron Judge had 2 hits. So the lineup goes off around Aaron Judge.
Yes.
So I agree, but my point is Gleyber Torres. The reason why I say Glory, he's dog shit this year, bro. If he was to give them anything, it would help them so much.
Yeah.
And I think even if Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are to be really good, it's gonna be tough getting by some of these teams if you still have guys like Gleyber Torres and Anthony Rizzo just fucking thumbs up their ass.
Mm-hmm.
But Gleyber Torres especially because he's not done jack shit. It honestly could be argued that you could take him out of the lineup, bro, and replace him with someone else.
Everybody loves
Replace him with me.
Rizzo,
Fuck.
too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right, so pushing the football, the draft. Let's conclude this with some good old NFL conversation.
Yeah.
What do you guys have to say about the draft?
All right, so this is the big elephant of the draft, I feel like, where everyone was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Let me hear. 'Cause
Penix,
you did not.
Penix, bro. So,
Okay.
so my thing is,
Look at this shit.
everyone I'm seeing that's sports oriented in media is saying Atlanta had a D or an F draft, as far as rating it. And I'm sitting here like, all right, I get it. Brown and Kurt, it's like, all right.
Is that why? Oh wait,
But
let
to
me let
me,
you go.
but was Penix a bad pick or is Cousins a bad signing?
Right.
He coming off an Achilles. Given his games before, he was lighting it up and shit, of course. But it's just 35, Achilles. Are they just being like, damn, they're looking at their depth. They're like, damn, are we really about to rely on Kirk Cousins being the guy who's going to carry us?
So
or are we going to go and get our next guy?
Right. So basically, he's saying that Kirk Cousins stuck Atlanta up. He robbed them, and they basically
They thought because no one else was going to offer him that.
Right.
He got a big deal.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
$130 million guaranteed.
130 guaranteed, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Cousins.
anyone was going to offer that to him,
Yes.
bro.
I disagree, bro.
Yes, he got 100.
I get he's coming off of a torn Achilles, but Kirk
At
Cousins
35,
can throw the ball,
not
bro.
28.
Yes, he can. He's listen.
You know what
No,
I mean?
he's still,
He's
bro.
number
I'm
one.
not
With-
saying,
I know,
number
with all
two.
these quarterbacks in the league that are fucking failures and falling on their faces, bro, someone would have paid him, bro.
I don't know if they would have paid him 130
No, he got
guaranteed,
guaranteed money.
So my point is I love the move, and the reason why I love the move is because Penix can. The only reason I don't like it is if Kirk Cousins is absolutely great and dude's just sitting behind him, and
he's
but it's
sitting
still a
behind him
Jordan
and you
Love
couldn't-
situation.
Yeah,
Jordan Love sat
yeah.
behind Aaron Rodgers for what 4 or 5 years as well.
To me, it's just damn, if
But he's
Cousins is
24.
still super fucking good,
Yeah.
you could have used that pick to get,
Someone good.
amp your defense a little bit. Maybe, get another receiver, something like that, to work around Cousins.
People thought they were going to get that one fucking receiver. I forget his name.
But
at the moment,
also, it's just if Cousins, starts to show the age, starts to show the injury, slows down,
When
maybe
they went to
throws a
Chicago.
few more picks than usual. All right, then it looks like it's starting to make sense. I just think, it's not as crazy as some people were making it seem like. Everyone's saying Atlanta had an F draft. And I'm like, is it really?
Right.
I mean, I think that's something I would give a C minus, just because you gotta wait to see how it plays out.
Wait to see,
Yeah.
but I'm still sticking around, B minus type shit.
Well, because I do think they could have gotten something with that pick, like the wide receiver that went to Chicago. Like, I feel like all these teams just let Chicago just get the fucking team of a century.
Yeah.
First off.
Yeah.
Like, Panthers letting them, like, get Caleb Williams, basically. And then now they got... I'm completely forgetting this wide receiver.
Atlanta already has a shit ton of, like, picks
for
that,
sure.
like, of offensive players that they already
Then I would
have.
get a dog on defense.
Yes, like, you know what I mean?
That's what I was saying. They could have picked up something to bolster the
they could have
defense a
traded
little
the
bit.
picks or something like
Yeah.
that.
But it's just like, I don't think it's as bad as
But
motherfuckers are really making it
Penix
out.
y'all know how I felt about him. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, I like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, like,
I like him too.
Once he starts playing, I believe he's...
And I think it's good
he's
insurance.
pinpoint accurate.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
like that
going
it's
in
good
the
insurance
dome.
for the 4-year guarantee deal that you said.
That's why I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, damn, it's just like, I feel like they knew they signed not a bad contract, but one that might not age well, is more or less where I'm at. Because I feel like Cousins still
Kirk
can show
Cousins,
out.
he's such a giving dude. He's such a good dude that he's going to teach this dude how to...
He was sick, though. You saw the reports from him and his
what his
manager.
agent said, but, like...
Right,
Understandably
agent, yeah.
so. Like, why y'all didn't tell me signing this crazy deal that I was going to still have to, like... worry about my job.
Yeah, fight for my position.
I thought once I got that contract, y'all were gonna put like fucking Blaine Gabbert or some
Yeah.
bullshit behind me.
I just think Atlanta getting a little too much hate. That's all. That's my one takeaway from the draft.
Yeah,
Big one.
I got my one is so listen, they had like Drake May and JJ kind of set to either go.
Yeah, I like JJ going to the Vikings though.
So listen, I love that.
Yeah.
But
that's a very system oriented team.
Yes,
that I
I
felt
love
like
that.
he needed to
But
land.
my
on.
lead up was I'm surprised that New York believes in
Neighbors.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And drafted Malik Neighbors.
There's all these
I'm
reports.
surprised as hell that they believe in Daniel Jones.
Well, I mean, and I,
Motherfuckers thought they were going to move up with the Patriots.
bro, and I've said
Or
this
before
on.
the Patriots.
I've said this on prior podcasts.
try to get a QB.
Yeah, they could have got May at least.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for Giants fans because I've said this on prior podcasts. What the Giants are doing
Or
right
JJ,
now
right.
is that they drafted Daniel Jones when they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
They held on to him when they weren't supposed to. Because
Yeah.
he showed you through the first like 4 years of his career like that he doesn't belong. And then he ended up, somewhat okay because he was in the league for so long, got so many reps. But like they're only doing this because they don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
They don't want to look wrong.
It's New York. They're stubborn, bro.
So they're gonna keep throwing Daniel Jones out there, and it's nasty.
They're going to keep doing it until another
because
option
you have
comes
Saquon
to
Barkley that just went to the fucking Eagles, by the way, like because
Yeah.
of all that, and that's
Also,
crazy.
again, still, I wasn't covering the football or anything when all of that was going on.
Yeah.
NFL offseason was fucking crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
we didn't even cover it.
Yeah, I was just saying, it was fucking. It felt like an NBA offseason.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That
no,
shit was ridiculous.
Saquon going to the Eagles was so beautiful, man. Like when you think about one move that just makes you just
Bro, I hate this.
almost shed a
motherfucker,
tear.
bro. I hate this.
It's Saquon Barkley
If
going
you're
to the Eagles.
NFC East, yeah.
Because, like, you're
I
talking
hate
about...
him, bro.
And this is the thing with the Giants is that they, like, for example, what's his face that said fucking...
Facts. What's his face?
That said, Saquon, like, you're dead to me now. You're dead to this franchise.
Oh yeah.
Player said that?
Yeah.
Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber, yeah.
Oh,
Said
okay.
that to him,
He
yeah.
said, yeah, you're dead to me. You're dead to this, like, franchise. And I'm like, bro,
Is it that
the
deep?
Giants provided nothing to Saquon.
Never.
They drafted him, threw him behind no O-line for 4 years. And then when it came time, all he asked for was a little bit more guaranteed money.
Yeah, that was it.
And they didn't give it to him because he's a running back
Yeah.
and he might decline at any
It was
point.
like
in
Might
time.
get injured,
It was
might
like a
decline,
$3 million variance.
And we're talking about one of the biggest wastes of fucking potential because coming out of college, he was supposed to tear up this league.
You know that they
He didn't even get a chance.
No,
They could have
honestly.
just got that out of the parking lot.
Right.
Like, what do they charge for parking?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now he's going to the Eagles that has a fucking known for having a top O line. Like this is
Crazy.
it's gonna
He's
be
gonna be
beautiful.
protected. That's all that. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna actually possibly show his potential,
Yeah.
full potential.
Yeah.
But my real big take was that the Eagles, who they drafted in the first round, was the CB
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell. This guy can apparently lift 500 pounds, and he can run a 4.3340. And he's just the most put together corner, and he
Just
somehow
what they needed. Just
somehow
what they
fell to
needed.
us.
Yeah, just what they needed.
Fucking Micah Parsons.
500
was-
what deadlift?
Yes.
Okay, because I was about to say he's hitting bench. He's bugging.
or whatever. I don't know.
No, it had to
But-
have been a dead. It had to have been
But
a dead.
and
Because
like,
I'm like, whoa.
fucking
I
Michael
didn't look at
Parsons was
combine.
live, just upset. He's
Yeah.
like, these fucking Eagles, man. They always get whatever they want.
Bro, last
And it's
year's
just
draft,
the stupidity of the
last
league.
year's draft, they drafted like mad
Jalen Carter,
crazy
yeah.
motherfuckers. So it's just year after year, bro.
But listen, bro, if I could lift 500 pounds, man, like I could lift an emo girl's chin.
I can dead 500.
Like,
I can't fuck.
I could
can't.
lift Lizzo's ass. I could lift Matt.
I'm not 500.
I
You're
could-
bugging right now. You are bugging.
I could overthrow the president. You know what I could do if I could lift 500 pounds, man? Nah,
He just fried me up.
nah. But like realistically, Eagles yet again another
Yeah,
great
bro.
draft.
Yeah, that was nice.
And I can.
Oh my god.
I think he wants to be on the pod.
Yeah.
He is teeing up.
You calling for me? Hi, dude. What's up? You could be on the pod.
He was talking.
What's up, gang?
What's up? But yeah, what do you got from the draft, King?
Well, that was it. What New York, that surprised me with the Malik Neighbors pick was really just the most that I really, everything else kind of fell in according or how it should be with 1 through 10 for me, except that I would have thought that, I really thought that J.J. McCarthy, because I believe that him and Drake May were interchangeable with whoever they would have went to.
J.J. McCarthy would have been perfect for the Giants. Because
Yes,
what they're doing
that's
is,
what I actually thought was going to end up
bro,
happening.
they got an
It's going
O-line.
to be that. Yeah.
They got a good defense.
Yeah.
All you need is a competent quarterback.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was going to happen. So getting Malik Neighbors there was the only thing that kind of weirded me or kind of thought was different, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, the Bills, I think they're functionally stupid now.
Yeah.
I don't know what Buffalo is doing.
They had their chance, bro.
Bro, they
they
gave
had
up-
a good 2-3 year span where like they could have done
And that's
something.
why, and that goes back to what I said, bro, is that they should have won last year. That was their best shot because now look, no Dig. They traded away Diggs. Everybody else left. They traded away everybody. It's literally Josh Allen standing in the room like Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like in that empty room, bro.
Yeah,
and
over.
it's terrible. And they didn't do, and they let the Chiefs get one of the best wide receivers in the draft. And then they let another wide receiver go. Like they kept trading their pick, and I don't know what they're doing at this point. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know
What is Buffalo doing?
So Jerry Seinfeld over here. What's going on?
Crazy.
Oh my god.
What are you looking at?
All right, so what team is looking really, really bad right now?
I'll go easy first,
Go ahead.
so you guys can maybe hit some, argumentative ones. Panthers, bro. When Bryce Young, given he was surrounded by shit. I feel like he still. Maybe I could be really good. Maybe I could be dog water. So it's just like, and you're throwing the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns last year is tough.
Right.
It's really tough. So and you also,
Just seeing CJ Stroud do what he did too, man.
16 games, you're throwing 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It's bananas.
Yeah.
So it's just like, he's still surrounded by dog shit, kind of, for the most part. And also, they didn't have a high pick. They had the 32nd in the first round.
Yeah.
Because, their pick's gone. So I feel like they're still in a terrible position for years to come. But, if y'all want to be controversial with your picks, go right ahead. Because I know you're probably going to be.
No, I really don't have a problem with that at all, bro.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't. Mine was really in this whole topic. I've been all on the Giants. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Like,
So it's a Giants.
yeah, it was
Damn.
all. It's been all about the Giants for me, man.
Yeah,
Like, you know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
Like without Saquon being there, you know what I'm saying? I would have thought a little bit more would have been.
Hey
done.
man, some people would say the Broncos, but shout out, Bo Nix
You don't
and
think
Zach
Bo
Wilson.
Knicks?
Yeah, you don't think Bo was a?
I just don't know what they're doing out there in Denver,
Yeah.
but like fuck it, man. I'm here for the memes. Y'all know me.
Right,
I'm
right,
sorry.
right.
I'm here for the
Come
memes
on now.
always.
Yeah.
I got the Dallas Cowboys, man. It's
America.
Yeah. American
America.
team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw the Cowboys. Screw the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Screw the Cowboys.
Shit, man.
Start them young.
We don't like them guys. No. When it comes to the Cowboys, they suck. They didn't do nothing this off. Like, in such a controversial year that it was last year, because you had a top team, you actually ended up better than the Eagles, which no one saw coming.
Right.
No one saw that Eagles collapse coming. You had the chance.
Yeah, the second half of the year was fucking Tough.
And you went in and you did what everyone thought you would do. You laid an egg in the playoffs.
Right.
And what do? You don't get better. You don't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have Dak Prescott going into a contract here who is probably going to go into free agency and see what he's worth. And he clearly wanted to resign. And Jerry Jones is saying, we don't have to resign him. I don't know what that means. Like, you let everybody else go. Like,
what are you
you're not
do
adding
once
on
you
to this
don't?
team. I don't... You're not going to at least trade Dak Prescott and get some stuff back?
Yeah, you gotta trade him, bro. Because it's just like, what are you gonna do once he goes? Like,
You
it
got
made
Trey
no
Lance.
sense.
They already paying him 55 right now.
It made no sense.
They're paying him 55 right now.
So I don't know where the Cowboys go from here. I don't think they're winning the division. Honestly, if Jaden Daniels works, I like the Commanders better than the Cowboys. I'll be controversial there. If he works out at quarterback, they are a better team than the Cowboys. And if Daniel Jones comes back and he's the Daniel Jones from 2 years ago, I have the Giants better than the Cowboys.
Damn.
There is a very small sliver chance that the Cowboys finish last this year.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
The Giants have a tremendous defense, and if Daniel Jones comes in and Neighbors is
and that's
the
why I
rookie
said I
supposed
don't
to
believe
be
that
and whatever, but it's a lot of what ifs. But
a lot of what ifs on the offensive side.
Yeah.
Right.
On the offensive side, right? To produce, you can stop people. You know what I mean? For sure.
You can always stop people.
Now,
bro.
listen, just for Dallas though, real quick, it's funny because listen, every other franchise they always like to talk about money, right?
Yeah.
Why should Dallas do better? They're worth more than every other franchise by 2. So if they won,
they're the best losers ever.
The best losers ever. So if they won, their stock probably go down. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think they're better losers than the Knicks, though.
you know, well, you don't think the fan base is?
I feel like the Cowboys fan base is way more erratic than the Knicks fan base.
Way bigger.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
the
think
football
that
fan bases
I
are-
think that New York probably have crazier fans.
Especially because it's
Big
But I
Dallas,
believe that
Texas,
there's
bro.
way more
Come on, bro.
viral. Is way more
Come on,
viral
bro.
Cowboy fans. Yes,
Yeah,
way
I just
more viral Cowboy
yeah.
fans.
And honestly, I like what you said there. If them winning would kind of lower their stock because the fans wouldn't be okay. They finally won, so now people who just wanted to see them win ain't gonna talk about them no more.
Bro, there's so many people alive that haven't seen the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, and
Well,
honestly, I don't
super
feel
hard
bad.
fans.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for y'all.
Yeah,
That's just that.
but also that's another thing. We can never let the Cowboys ever win.
Yeah,
because
no.
those fans are never going to let us live it down.
If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl
Right?
here, like someday, even if it's 20 years from now, they're gonna have a field day.
Now listen, you might fry me for this though. I actually think that Dak gonna ball out.
He's balled out every year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna listen. It is gonna be no question.
They said he's
Well,
the
he wants
Embiid
his
of the
contract.
NFL.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be no question.
wants
I saw a
his
post
money.
that said he's the Embiid of the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Balls out every
He gonna
regular
get his bag.
season, but then don't do shit in the
He
playoffs.
gonna do enough to get that bag. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna have to re-up. Somebody gonna pay him.
Take that shitty Nationals hat.
Wow,
My fault.
that's crazy. Nationals came back from being down 7-0 today. But
Okay.
with that all being said, y'all got any closing takes? Anything else y'all had in your notes that you really want to get off your chest?
Yo, Drake Bang, become the next Big Ben for the Patriots. He big, he's strong, he can do quick offenses. Be the next Big Ben. That's
Just
all.
not with the off the field.
Oh, no. Oh, whoa. Quarterback. Be the next Big Ben quarterback. That. Just the mold. I don't give a fool. No, none of the off the field shits. Yeah, you're a big, strong dude. You can do hurry up offense.
Yo, by the way,
just stay focused, big dog.
Crazy shit.
Next QB for the Patriots.
There's this old Facebook post from when Patrick Mahomes got drafted.
Yeah.
And some of them Chiefs fans were like, why the fuck did we draft him? There was one Chiefs
Oh,
fan
there's mad hatred,
that
bro.
said, oh, we should have gotten Deshaun Watson. And that would have been crazy. With that being said,
Get better, Jets.
That's another show.
yeah. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, sell your souls. The Built Different Show. We're going to be here twice a week. And that's that. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.